Welcome to our Postmortem video for Duet, Light Between Us, a two-dimensional adventure and puzzle side-scroller. Our vision for this game has changed a lot over the past few months, but the core of it remains the same. We wanted to build a game where the player takes control of two characters, the archer Smoke and the warrior Miro, and uses their unique abilities in conjunction with each other in order to solve environmental-style puzzles, reach the end of each level, and defeat the boss waiting for them there. The core mechanics of the game are as follows. The player controls one character at a time, but can switch between them at any point. They can walk, jump, attack, and use their special ability. Each character has different weapons that have different uses throughout the game. Smoke's arrows can freeze water solid, burn obstacles in the way, or attach a rope to pull an object. Miro can use his mighty hammer to smash walls, the gauntlets of might to move heavy objects, and the hook can pull certain objects. Smoke's ability is stealth, while Miro's is healing. So while using stealth, Smoke can pass by certain dangers undetected and clear a safe path for Miro, and Miro can use his ability to restore health to the player.
The game as it stands today is much different than our earliest design. Initially, we intended Duet to have a balanced focus on combat as well as puzzle platforming, but as with all works in progress, we realized focusing on the puzzles was the best way to go. We removed much of the meaningless combat and swapped out our one mini-boss in favor of having a boss at the end of each level with a puzzle-based win scenario for each. We also intended for Smoke and Miro to have multiple abilities to choose from, each with its own skill tree of sorts. This unfortunately cluttered the characters a bit and often felt like we were throwing too much at a new player without giving them room to flex the skills we already taught them. We maintained our checkpoints throughout the level, but without much combat to speak of in the main part of our levels, we opted to remove the now irrelevant pickups like health drops or special items to increase the character's special abilities. Though it seems we put a lot of our initial design on the chopping block, there are many good things that came from it. Through iteration, we let the cream rise to the top.
Our project benefited most from our constant communication. We met regularly as a team to make major decisions and discuss ideas. We also kept our text communication organized to prevent clutter from overloading our work-based discussions. These meetings allowed us all to maintain a similar vision for the project, which kept our work time productive and focused on the same goal. Because we were not able to work in the same place or even at the same time, we kept our puzzle designs modular. This made it possible for things to be adjusted and moved around as necessary based on our discussions and review of the game. We used Unity Collaborate in conjunction with Perforce in order to keep our iterations of the build up to date. Unity Collaborate allowed for quick and simple updates with little hassle, while Perforce allowed us to maintain our previous versions of the game as we updated weekly.
Now to talk about the bad. As our game grew and matured, we really didn't make any effort to maintain and organize all of the scripts that we had created. This led to multiple scripts handling the same type of interactions or events. The end result, having many broken prefabs and missing components, or scripted events from objects that we needed but were part of a script that a different developer had created. Another area that hindered our development process was our puzzles. In the beginning, we never really fleshed out our designs for them. We simply referred to them as physics and logic-based puzzles. Once development started, we prototyped a bunch of different ideas, but we never specifically said what ones worked and what didn't and what we would like to see in the game. This led to inconsistencies throughout the design, wasted work and effort on our part, and a lot of unintuitive gameplay. The last topic I want to touch on is scope. As stated earlier, our original design had much more than what we ended up with. Our ambitions were greater than what our skill and time frame could accomplish. While removing features that just don't quite work right or fit with the design isn't a bad thing, our end results differed greatly from the intended outcome. All these additional cuts that we had to make to the design changed the overall feel of our game and how it played.
This game project has been an amazing learning experience for the entire team. Our individual skill levels in Unity and C# scripting have most definitely increased. Physics, AI, 3D animation, and UI were the main knowledge areas we focused on, but we also learned a lot of minor and subtle Unity nuances that make us more powerful developers today than we were 5 months ago. Our most important advice to give to future students is to get the technical aspects sorted out early, such as scripting and mechanics, and to create your modular level item prefab assets as early as possible so you have enough time to be creative and properly design your levels. We want to thank Full Sail for this experience. Our little group forged during this Capstone project plans to stick together after graduation and continue making games. Team Duet, signing off.